Hello everyone, this is Daughter Darkness, and today once again I'm going to be talking about Star Wars Battlefront. And this one, I suppose, compared to the optimistic video that I released on Friday in the aftermath of, getting the new trailer for it and all that kind of stuff, this is now the pessimistic video. And it is a worry that since Friday I've been thinking about it, and I do believe that it's quite possible that Star Wars Battlefront is being rushed. Now, I guess part of this is in response to what happened at the end of last year, where we saw lots of AAA releases that people were really excited for, and we saw them rushed, and they weren't anything like as good as they were originally going to be. The perfect example, I suppose, is Assassin's Creed Unity, which at E3 looked really good, but then it released in November, and I personally haven't played it, so I'm not going to comment myself, but people have reported saying it's really glitchy and the game itself isn't all that good. So that's part of the reason, although I think that it would be rushed in a different way, and I don't think that it's going to mean that Battlefront's going to be really glitchy and buggy and everything. I think that it will be hit in the fact that it won't have the modes that the previous Battlefront games had, and it will be a lot more limited than those. Now, the way I see it happening was that DICE were given the responsibility to make the new Battlefront game, which is great, and that's fine. And then they were making it, and they were going around all these sets and spending all this time making sure that they got the environments perfect and everything, so that they could make a lifelike almost replication of the films and all that, and all their settings. And they spent all this time making that, and that's great. And then they were going to use those and then put the basis of those on, campaigns, galactic conquest, instant actions, space battles and all that kind of thing that would require extra work on top. But then I think EA came along and said, right, this game is coming out this year, so get it out for this year. And they realized that they don't have time to put in all these things that they want to put in, so they now have to have a much more limited game than what they'd planned originally. And I don't think that it's going to be a bad game, but I worry that it is being rushed, and it's being rushed so that it's going to be limited. EA are one of those companies that I don't trust, and I think that they're more worried about making money than making a product that people enjoy and is good. I think DICE, if it was completely up to them, would do whatever they can to make a great game, and that's what they're doing. But I think because of the deadlines, the time constraints, and all that kind of thing that EA are putting on them, it's forcing them to bring it out early, bring it out this year, which was, it had always been said that it was going to come out in 2015, and it is. I think that maybe they wanted a bit more time than they've been given. That's just my thoughts, that I worry about it, and I do have worries about this game, that things like space battles and all that kind of thing will be taken out. They will be taken out. Hopefully the remaining bit, the battles and everything, is good. But we still haven't even got confirmation of a single player or local multiplayer instant action, and that was my favourite part of the original Battlefront games. So, I think that it might be because they were developing these online battles, that's all they've had time to do. And I worry that the game is going to suffer by being very limited as a result. That's just my thoughts, my worry. I hope I'm wrong. Of course I do. I really want this game to be great. It's been so long since Battlefront 2, and I would have been willing to wait a bit longer, maybe until the end of next year, to get a great game than get a limited game this year. And that is what I'm worried it's going to be. I might be wrong. It could be like the first Battlefront was, which was a lot more limited than the second one. There wasn't a real story in that. There wasn't, all of the different modes were kind of a lot more limited than the second game. I'm hoping this is just like, it's a reboot almost, and I'm hoping that this is just going to be the first step, and then in future games they can build on that. But it is a worry that is there. But as I say, I hope I'm wrong, and please tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think I'm wrong, or do you have the same worry that I do? And while you're down there, please like this video if you did, and if you liked it, then check out my other videos and subscribe to this channel. And as always, thank you for watching.